Good morning. Welcome to Fraction Day 9. Today we are talking about adding unit fractions again. So before we do that, we have our word problem. Eric has a chocolate bar that is divided into eighths. Let's highlight that already because we know we're probably going to need that. He eats 5/8 of the candy bar. That means there are 3/8 left. How can you write 3/8 as a sum of unit fractions? So we have to write our addition sentences like we did yesterday. Remember this page? Whoops. Where it's 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is 1 whole. So we're going to do that same thing. So the unit fraction for eighths is 1/8, right? 1 over the total number plus 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 3/8. That is how you write it as the sum of unit fractions. And that is what we're doing all day for fractions today. So that was a really quick word problem, but we're going to put that away and you need your math notebook out. The first page in your math notebook should look like this. You're going to have to cut it out and make it into the flaps. So do that and then unpause the video once you have yours all written out into, or all glued into your notebook. Okay, now we have to look at the fraction that's shaded in. So there's 1/2 shaded in. I'm going to write that next to it, 2/3. Then under the flap, I'm going to write the sum of unit fractions. So what do I have to add to get to 2/3? It would be 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. Okay, then the next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces, so eighths. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths colored in. So under this flap, we're gonna add 1/8 6 times. Remember, it's the same as counting how many of the little fraction pieces you need to make the fraction. So these are your unit fractions. Remember these little pieces of paper. So I would add 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. I need one more. If I add all of these unit fractions together, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths, which is the same as the picture. So now you're going to write it as an addition sentence. 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 6/8. Okay, so there's that one. I'll do this one with you, and then I want you to do the bottom 4 by yourself. So count the total number of pieces, parts that there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So the denominator is going to be 6. And then how many are colored in? 1, 2, 3. So 3/6 are colored in, which means our unit fraction sum would be 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, because that's 1, 2, 3, equals 3/6. All right, now try these ones by yourself and then play the video again and check them with me. So this next one is 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, 4 parts. So the denominator is 4 and 3/4 of it are colored in. So our addition sentence for the fraction would be 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. And then for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our denominator is 6, and there are 4/6 colored in. which means our sentence is going to be 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 4/6. Okay, and then this one has 1, 2, 3 pieces, and 3 pieces are colored in, so it would be 3/3, which is the same as 1 whole. And the sum of unit fractions would be 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 3/3, or 1 whole piece, 1 whole trapezoid. Then this bottom one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have eighths again, and it's 3 out of 8, 3/8. So this addition sentence would be 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8, which equals 3/8. Okay? So that is more practice with our addition unit fractions. Then our next page is also going to be in your notebook. I didn't glue it in yet, but it looks like this. So you're going to need 4 colors. I did green, pink, blue, and yellow. You can use the same 3 colors as me, or same 4 colors as me, or pick different colors, but you need to color the dots up here in the same order. So 3 of one color, 2 of one color, 2 of one color, and 1 of a 4th color. Okay? Pause the video and do that, and then come back and we will fill out the rest of the page. So first we're gonna take our colors that are up at the top and color in the circle to match. So I need to color in 3 of the pizza slices in green, 2 in pink, 2 in blue, and 1 in yellow. So go ahead and do that with me. And then here is my last one. All right. Pause the video if you're not finished coloring, and if you are finished coloring, we're going to finish the bottom part. So for this bottom part, we're going to do what we just did on the last page, where we write the fraction, so how much of the circle is filled up with that color. So the first color is green, and I have 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3/8 that are colored green. Then down here, I'm going to write the sentence of adding the unit fraction. So 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 3/8 that are green. Then I'll do pink. There are 2/8 that are pink. I didn't have to recount because it's the same circle and I knew I had 8 as the denominator over there, which means I'll have the same one over here. But the sum is going to be 1/8 plus 1/8 because I only have 2 that are pink, 1, 2. And that would be 2/8. Then blue. And I have 1, 2, 2/8 that are colored blue. So that means my sum of unit fractions will be 1/8 plus 1/8, which is 2/8. And then yellow. I have 1/8 as my unit fraction. So that means my sum would be just 1/8. Because 1/8 equals 1/8. If you want to write it like an equation, 1/8 equals 1/8. But I don't have to add anything else to it because there's only one of them. Okay, that is the second page in your notebook. You can glue it in. I just didn't because I didn't want to color this in when it was glued in. So move that aside, and the last thing to do today is your domino fractions. So you need to get out the page of dominoes and the answer sheet. So cut the dominoes up into little squares, and then I'm just gonna mix them up so that they're not in a specific order. And then what you're gonna do is flip one over and make sure the smaller number is on top because the fraction has the denominator is the bigger number. Then you're gonna count the dots for the numerator, and then here's the denominator. It even looks like a fraction. It has that line in the middle separating the numerator and the denominator. So I have 1, 2, 3 at the top out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 out of 6. So make sure when you count the denominator, you only count the bottom dots. So the numerator's up here, denominator's down here. So these would be the 3 that were colored in. So it would be like this. If this was colored in, I'd have my 3 dots that were pink. Then down here I have 3 dots that are pink. So those are the same 3 dots. And then I have 3 other dots that I didn't count that are green. So 3 out of the 6 down here are pink. Then on this side, you are going to write the sum of unit fractions. So it would be 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, because that would be 1, 2, 3 equals 3/6. Then I'll flip over another one. 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 3/4. Then I'd write the unit fractions again, and you're gonna do it until you fill out all of these lines. So you won't use all of the dominoes, you'll only use some of them. And then turn this one in to get graded. And you are done with fractions for the day. Whoops. I will see you tomorrow for the next day of fractions. Goodbye. Whoops.